realities, two timelines, two frequencies. As above, so below. There are parallel realities. And we're in an important time period where these realities are going to be splitting again very soon. A lot of you know that the energies are picking up as we head towards November. It is essential, pay attention, it is essential for you to vibrate correctly in order for you to experience the higher timeline, the positive reality. It's really amazing when you start to have all of these experiences. It's good to see everyone. You know, I was getting ready to do this live stream, to come out here, you know, and right before I came out, it was, we had like a sun shower. All of a sudden it started to rain. And sometimes, you know, if you're just patient, God is working for you so that you could have a clear path. So we want to be on a clear path. So those that have been showing up to these daily videos, you know, I've been here for the month and, you know, taking some time to do live streams outside. And for some reason, we were having a couple of times where, you know, just at the time when I'm about to come live, all of a sudden there's a lot of noise, machines, you know, cutting the grass magically every day at the same time. And so I'm just using this as an example as we're waiting for people to come on this world famous live stream. Cliff, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, Cliff. Thank you so much. So it rained for like 15 minutes or so, and it got everything wet. But, you know, I might have been a little nervous. Oh, I want to go outside. I want to film a live stream outside. It's raining. But it was done in a way where no one's going to be here now. Everything's wet. You can't start cutting the grass. Imagine they start turning on all the machines, all the noise. So God wanted it to be nice and quiet so that this message could get out. So at face value, you know, you say, oh man, I got to get ready. And we know that the time is here, right? We could see this, right? We're getting towards a time where, you know, something has to give. Like I have to be on for the live stream. But it just went through. It was like divine timing. It made everything nice and wet so we could enjoy this beautiful time out here in peace and quiet. And that's something I've been sharing with all of you. You're going to realize when you can be peaceful and quiet, oh, you could tap into so many things. You know, if you are riddled with stress, anxiety, distractions, it's not the same output. So we all can have a lot of positive output as we are settling in. We're settling in right now. Gather around. Uncle Mike is going to teach a lesson today. You know, see, like when the nature makes the noise, it doesn't bother me. But when, you know, when the machines make the noise, it's a different thing. It's like, you know, when I go out and, you know, I hear you saw that beautiful video I put up yesterday. If you're new to the channel, check it out. The ocean waves make the noise, right? You know, the birds make the noise. That's great. But when like there's like a plane or a helicopter, you know, like that noise throws me off. So you might notice that as well. So utilize this, right? So the two frequencies. So inorganic frequencies might throw you off, but like a beautiful nature frequency actually charges you up. I've been sharing this for a long time. You're going to have a difficult time navigating through this timeline split if you are still going with labels, because there's two versions of everything. And is it a positive version of that thing, or is it a negative version of that thing? So a lot of people just came on. I appreciate it if you hit the like button. And if today's message resonates with you, if you take something of value, because we create value on this channel, why don't you hit the subscribe button? And we do this every single day. It's a very important year. It's 2024. So it's your abundance year. It's 888. So you want to stay focused on the abundance that you are bringing into your life. It's so important that you, me, everyone in the world, anyone, is vibrating correctly for this moment in time. Gotta stay hydrated. You have to be vibrating correctly for this moment in time. There are parallel realities, and how you're vibrating, what you're paying attention to, it's the currency of the universe. So important, this message right now. You have no idea. I lived through this, and I'm here to pay it forward this year, right? Those that were part of this community, I showed you through firsthand experience how to do this. Now we have to pay it forward to the world. As above, so below. There are two realities. Okay, so your experiences, you could be maybe as a gravity tractor pulled onto a I'm pulled into a different reality. You need to stay focused on positivity, because right now, as the quantum events happen, right? So a lot of you know, because we are you could have your personal reality, but there is still the reality for the collective, and you could navigate, right, the overall collective reality. And sometimes let us know in the comments. We also discussed this in our Patreon group. Do you visit maybe the lower reality for a period of time and then you come back to tell the story? Is that you? Have you ever? And you could feel this. You could literally feel the darkness. You could feel something is off, the density in the air. Some people are going to witness, right, like gloom and doom and all this other stuff. And a lot of people, because we're gonna take as many people with us, are gonna experience the birth of the new earth this year. You have to stay focused, and you have to use your discernment, use your clairs, get your clairs up, kid. How are you told to feel? Okay, so when you are pretty much, unless if you are like super, like maybe you're just like living up in the mountain or on a beach house, and you just tune in to check in on Uncle Mike and the family, right? And you don't watch anything at all. But most people, you're gonna watch maybe TV, you're gonna watch, social media has become bigger than the regular television itself. So you might watch, people on YouTube and TikTok and all these other platforms. And there's an information that's being put out. And you have to ask the question, how are you told to feel? You're watching a person, right? Some of you are watching your Uncle Mike right now. I appreciate you being here. How are you told to feel? And how do you, now the next step, how do you personally feel when you hear this? There's people out there, they are maybe in a spiritual or conscious, algorithm. There's a truth out there. So there's people out there, and they sometimes they mean well. There's so many levels and layers to this, but some people, let's just say, like, some people mean well, and some people want to get the truth out, and some people they want to get the spiritual aspects of the world out, but they are actually putting out a lot of gloom and doom. A lot of you tuning in, especially in the United States, we're going through a quantum event, a pivotal, where there's no more, like, something has to give by November. And I see this as well, and a lot of you are seeing this as well. I see a lot of individuals that are sharing a lot of gloom and doom. Oh, it's going to be dark. Oh, you're going to see all these things are going to happen. All these negative things are going to happen. You're going to see these people with the blue hats coming down the street, and all the negative guns and all this bombs and all this other stuff. If you're paying attention to people like that, that's going to become your reality. Midge, I appreciate you. Love transcends everything. Thank you, brother, for being our lighthouse. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. So this is something you're really going to have to pay attention to. You know, if you are told that, you know, negative things are going to happen, if you are told that every person that you see out there is negative, slowly, right, that is going to erode into your reality. On my journey, while I'm living on a timeline, because I see it. What I do is I sit back. I don't listen to people. I look at the reality as a whole, right? And I'm seeing beautiful people out there. I'm saying, wow, look at the actual authentic truth come out there. There's nothing left. There's no negativity. There's not this negativity that's coming in that's going to, you know, cause this massive, and it's going to be such a catastrophe. And again, things might happen because, as I shared, I was talking with my friends, like, I think we're trying to pull people across, and we're trying to get people to wake up a little bit. So we might see a little negativity, right? But it's not like this end of the earth and then the giant asteroid. Oh, here comes the giant asteroid. Oh, we're all dead. Oh, there's no hope. Oh, here comes it's the Independence. It's the ID4, the mothership. Oh, here comes the laser beam. Boom. Okay, we're all dead. Like, so that's like, no, let me know in the comments. Do you see this right now? So a lot of people, they're living, right? And they're kind of putting that out there. There's no hope. Oh, these people they must be they must be negative. They must be part of it, right? And so everyone's negative. So what I'm here to do is to teach people balance, to put people back into alignment, because a lot of people are out of alignment and they are not balanced. If you are going to sit and say that every single person is negative, listen, you're going to have to do a better job. So you have to think, what is the emotional slant or fear-based? Are they spreading fear in what you're watching? Are they saying, oh, this is going to happen in September, and this is going to happen going into October, and then November, and all this? So think about that. Is it fear-based? Is it spreading fear? Is there emotional slant it's like, oh, like it's trying to promote a little bit of extra fear. There's no fourth wall on this channel. A lot of people love this channel but for the realness. It's one of the #1 comments that I get. I'm just here for the realness. You could comment that down below. I'm just here for the realness, if that's why you're here. I could play along with this, and I can, I could put in a video, and I could tell people, oh, this is the next, because a lot of people are addicted to fear. Do you know this? Here on this channel, we talk about the subconscious mind and subconscious programs, and it dictates 95% of your everyday life. Yeah, it's about your everyday life. Heck, it's the name of the channel. Yeah. So because of society, people now are literally addicted to fear. So if I don't put stuff out there, there's going to be a portion of society that is not going to want to hear it. They actually want fear. You might come across people in your everyday life. You're a calm individual. You like it nice and calm and peaceful. And there are individuals that they crave chaos in their everyday life. And what is that, like the Drake meme? They go, like that, no chaos for me. No stress for me. No, I'm just going to chill out on the beach. I'm just going to chill out by the lake. That's you. Yeah. So that's why you're going to have laser pinpoint accuracy, something that we discuss on this channel. You're going to have laser pinpoint accuracy moving forward, because it is a pivotal time period. Regardless, the one thing that is for sure, 2024, this is a quantum event. And you do have the ability to, you can focus on the higher timeline, the higher reality, as above, so below. They're running side by side. And your consciousness can flip, and you could just go to one reality or the other. Ohio Heart, I appreciate you. The band is back together. I appreciate that, Ohio Heart. Yeah, the band is back together. Laser pinpoint accuracy. What are you listening to? What are you consuming? What you consume is not only what you eat and drink, it's what you watch and what you listen to. Lisa Patterson, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Lisa. Love you, Lisa. You know, I do everything. And you should, if you're called to, focus on all aspects of your life, physically, mentally, spiritually. I'm focused on what I'm consuming, what I'm eating, right? Diet, exercise. But you also have to, what are you consuming? What are you listening to? Who are you listening to? What are you watching? You know, this ain't my first rodeo. That's why authentic leaders are rising. And I'm sharing from firsthand experience. I see, and more we collaborate and come together. Jeffrey Taylor, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You don't have to be a fancy person. I see beautiful people. They get it. They get it. And you might not have the biggest of followings, but you're more on point. You're better than some people. And this is not a slight on everyone. The message is, listen very close to the message, because people that get triggered by it, that's probably them. That's probably you if you're getting triggered. There are two versions to everything. You could see big channel A, for example, and big channel B. And big channel A, you know, it has all this negativity and stuff. And just because it you know, it's such a big platform, it doesn't mean anything. They could be full of crap. And big channel B, they're also a big channel, but they know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. And then you have the medium size, then you have the small size. And I hope that this message resonates with you. Nothing matters when it comes to labels anymore. Some people identified with a label, with a religion, with a political affiliation, whatever it might be. That's why I don't go with political affiliations. I'm focused on how are we growing as a society, as the world, if you're in the United States. And a lot of you know, because it's the image of freedom. Where the United States goes, that's where the rest of this world is going to go. So it is an important area. It's an important for, you know, where we're moving towards. And I'm learning, I'm hearing things because I'm not there. And, you know, sometimes we complain. So you might be getting this message. Sometimes we complain. We say, oh, you know, things could be better. And then you hear other things and you say, wow, it's even worse over there. So there's only so much that we can maybe relate to. You know, some people, they have no basis to relate on something. And I'll give you an example. When we used to questions on a test in school. Russell Ponder, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you, Russell. So when I used to teach in a middle school, okay, we would have students that came from other countries, other parts of the world. If you listen to this message, then you'll understand, okay? And that's why we have to think differently. We can't like give like a test, if you will, the test of reality, you know, whatever it might be. Everyone has a different background, and some people never like seen something before in their life. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate you, Jeffrey. So the discussion that we had, there were students that came from the islands, Caribbean islands, never seen snow. They never seen snow. No, never. They don't know what. So like there was a question on a test that had to deal with snow. So that question on the test is not relevant to that student's life experience. Okay, so that's not the best question to ask for that particular person's experience. So I'm utilizing this as a teaching tool for all the people. Okay, so there's people living in all different countries right now. So, so I'm using the weather as an example. We're all experiencing something totally different, and that's why it's so important. So, and anything in life, there are two versions of everything. There's the positive and the negative. So you could be in a relationship, and some people have good experiences with relationships, and some people have negative experiences with relationships. You can't brush with a broad stroke. Okay, so these are the things you have to, contemplate. Some people, listen, some people love working in the city, right? And some people don't. Some people want to live by the beach, right? Some people want to live up on a mountain. Some people want to live by the lake. There's all different things. But what we have to understand is that there's overall positivity and negativity. And there are people that are moving to a positive timeline, and there are people that are on the negative timeline. And actually, listen close, light warriors. Listen real close. Pay attention. There are people living on the negative timeline, and instead of coming up to your positive timeline, they want to literally pull you into their negativity. Come down here with me. Ha 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 ha. Not up in here. Tell them not up in here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Shut the door. You have to have the courage. You have to have the courage to leave people. Cheryl Minucci, thank you so much, Cheryl. I appreciate you, Cheryl. Thank you so much for that. Have the courage to leave people. Have the courage to just be. You might be kind, positive, and loving. And just because you had people in your life, you are emitting kindness, you are positive, and you are loving. And maybe people don't want your kindness. Maybe they don't want your loving. Okay, because they're addicted to that fear-based stuff. Go back to the beginning of this lesson. So we're seeing this when it comes to the timeline right now. I'm seeing it. I talked about, real problems that the world is, and something was addressed in a speech, and I was talking about it, and I saw real negative trolls come into my comment section because they don't want better. They want negativity. They just want to be negative. This is the truth. Hit the like button if I'm speaking the truth. So you have to have the courage to leave people. You have the courage. You have to have the courage to not fit in, because, like say in this community, we all kind of fit in, but you might be in a family. You might be in a workplace and you're the only one, or there's only you're like, you feel like you're the minority, but that's just because you're in that location. There's a sorting that's happening right now. And again, everyone's life is different. So you might have to physically move where you live. You might have to get a new job. You might have to get the heck out of the relationship with that narcissist. There's all different things that people have to go through. You want to experience the new earth? You want to experience, there's parallel worlds. There's parallel timelines, as above, so below. And you're seeing this right now. Please comment down below. You see people out there? They're telling you, oh, it's going to be gloom and doom. Oh, they're coming. Oh, it's the end. When I sit back and I feel, I feel like I didn't know how to word these. I still don't know how to word these things. But ever since I was younger, I felt like there's a background energy. And like when it comes to the negative, or the negative groups, or the negative people on the TV, I feel like there's a hollowness there. It's not the same. It's not like how it was, back in, 2008 and 2012. Like this, like when I feel it, there's a hollowness. Like there's nothing there. Like it's empty. So, and that's what I always felt these things. I always shared about like, after 9/11, like you might be empathic and you might feel that machine that's going in the background, that machine that get to work, like it's going, and you feel like something's wrong. And I've shared this, and you might have felt this way as well, but when 9/11 happened, there was a calmness, and there was actually positivity after that moment where everyone stood still, everyone stopped, everyone started paying attention to their family instead of the cogs of that machine that's running in the background. So it got real still, and like you feel that energy, that background noise. That background noise is gone. When I started this lesson today, I talked about the background noise, right? Sometimes I come out here and there's a lawnmower or some, a background noise that's gonna like it makes a little dissonance. I could talk through it and maybe you could hear it, and I'm like talking in the background noise. That's the background noise. When that background noise is gone, all of a sudden life becomes less dense. All of a sudden it starts flowing, baby. Just be. Live with no judgment. Live in freedom. Live in freedom. In this society, people might tell you how to be, what group to belong to, how to live your life, who you're supposed to date, what job you're supposed to have, how you're supposed to eat. Start living your everyday life, kid. Live free. Live free. Don't worry about judgment. I'm telling you, when you get rid of judgment and expectations, when you get rid of these things, when you give zero you-know-whats, it's amazing. You got to get high vibe, baby. High vibe. Oded, I appreciate you. Love you forever, Michael. I love you forever, Oded. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I love you. We have a great community here if you're just joining us. Why don't you take the Hour Everyday Lives Challenge? Why don't you show up every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and see where you are by the end of this year? You might be on the brand new timeline, on the brand new Earth. Yeah, on the higher vibrational frequency. Yeah, because we don't live in a world. We live in a band of frequencies. Yeah. What frequency are you tuned into? You're like a radio station. You're going to tune into this frequency. You're going to tune into negativity, or you're going to tune into the positivity, baby. Yeah? Are you positive or are you negative? And I see this across the board. I am a man of many hats. Those that know me very well. And there's always new people. Some people here every day. Some people tune in and check out. I'm a little interested to see what's going on over here. And that's okay. But when you're here every day, you see I am a man of many hats. And that's how we have to live our lives moving forward. And don't just think of the physical world. That's where if you're thinking about the physical world, and if you're concerned with labels and putting labels on people, you're going to have a very difficult time. You're going to be lost. You're going to be lost. I see people, and any time in my life, if I critique myself, you can't live, and Dr. Bruce Lipton talks about this. Language was designed to hide feelings. You're really going to have to go with the vibes. So like years ago when people would gaslight you for the high vibes, bro, that's actually more important. That's more important than prestigious titles and anything else. Hit the like button if that's the truth, yeah? We got the truth coming out, baby. Yeah. Now that's how you have to live your everyday life. So be positive. Tune off the negativity, tune into the positivity. When people tell you what a group or cult you're supposed to belong to, you need to be in this political establishment. You need to be in this spiritual group, or whatever it is. Nah, all we have to do is live our everyday lives. Been here the whole time, yeah? And all you got to do is just keep going. Just be in these final days. And the final days, we are always going through a quantum event, right? So I talked about one in this video, and it's a pivotal moment for all of humanity, and then we're going to branch off, and then we're going to go this direction. So there are these moments. So you have to focus with laser pinpoint accuracy on the positive timeline right now. As a collection of people, the more that we're focused on the positivity, the more that we're focused on working together, that becomes our reality. So I love each and every one of you. Comment down below. Do you focus on the positive timeline? Do you see people that are literally trying to? You're supposed to be truth. You're supposed to be positive. But maybe people don't realize that We create the timeline. Yeah. And we create the timeline for our brothers and sisters. So it's really important. I appreciate each and every one of you. We have TikTok, Facebook, and Patreon. There's going to be brand new videos and posts on all 3 of the platforms. Utilize the hashtag #OurEverydayLives. We have daily videos here at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Hey, let's become the best version of ourselves. Let's improve our everyday lives, even if it's only 1% per day. Let's improve physically, mentally, and spiritually. Let's get back into alignment. Let's achieve balance. And then we're going to be on that brand new timeline. Quantum Universal Christ Ministries. Thank you so much. Let's do a set. Yes, I appreciate you. Yeah, anyone that's coming in, hit. I know it's difficult to chat here. We got Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. We got TikTok, Patreon. Utilize the hashtag #OurEverydayLives. It's growing as well. We're growing. I'm telling you, you just got to move. Just keep moving in the same general direction. What's that, Uncle Mike? We are moving. We are increasing our vibrational frequency, even if it's only 1% per day. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Don't get confused. There's going to be people out there try to confuse you. Stay the course. Stay the course. Get on that higher timeline. Yeah, Billy. I appreciate you, Billy. Buckshot. Everyone's here today. I appreciate you, Jane. Appreciate you, Ronnie. Appreciate you, Mary, James, Stefan, Kenny. We're going. We're rolling. Now we're rolling, kid. I love you all. Shit. Why don't you share the shift out of this video? I appreciate that when you share the shift out of it. All right? It's going to get out there. All right. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye for now.